So for this lesson, I'm going to be reviewing graphing points on the coordinate plane. So first thing is that our coordinate plane, just to remind you, is broken into 4 different sections. We have the x-axis that goes horizontally, the y-axis is vertically, and then that breaks it into 4 sections. So starting in the upper right-hand corner, we have quadrant 1, then moving counterclockwise, we have 2, 3, and 4. So that's just a way to know what section of the graph we're talking about. When we look at a point on a plane, we will notice that the point is labeled with 1 capital letter. So first, we want to look at the coordinates for point P. Okay, I've highlighted it there. Now, just a reminder that the coordinates are written as an ordered pair. So we have parentheses, and then we have our x and our y. So the x, that first part of our ordered pair, is where our point meets up with the x-axis. So for point P, it meets up at 4. And it meets up with the y-axis at -2. All right, so our ordered pair for point P would be 4, -2. So that means we'd go, to plot that point, we'd go to the right 4 and down 2. And that would be our point. Point Q is over here in our third quadrant. So it meets up with the x-axis at -3 and our y-axis at -1. Now, even though the numbers aren't drawn in for those 2 numbers, you can just look at the units around it to figure out which numbers those are. So here it's asking a slightly different question. So this is a multiple choice, and it's asking which ordered pair names point P. So first thing we want to do is locate point P, which is over here, and we want to see what the coordinate is. All right, so again, remember coordinate is x and y. So what number corresponds with point P on the x-axis? So it's 1, 2, 3. And with the y-axis, so I'm going to write this, and then with the y-axis, it's 1, 2, -3. All right, because we're looking right here, and from the origin, 0, we're going to count down 1, 2, 3. And remember, everything below the x-axis, those are negative numbers. So I'm going to close out my coordinate, and my answer that would match would be option C. All right, and here we are going to look at graphing points. So we're going to do the opposite. The last couple slides we had the points and we had to name the coordinate. Now we have the coordinate and we need to plot the point. So starting from the center, the origin, I'm going to plot point S first. So remember, this x tells me my left or right directions. Now with our x, our left or right, left is negative numbers, right is positive numbers. With our y, it tells us up or down. Up is positive, down is negative. All right, so that's how we'd have our coordinate. So for our point S, we start at the origin and we go to the left 1 and then down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to label that with a capital S because remember, each of our points is labeled with 1 letter, and that's going to be a capital letter. All right, now I'm going to use the coordinate for point U. And again, since my x is negative, that means I'm going to go to the left 2, and then I'm going to go up 3 because my y part of the coordinate is positive. So left 1, 2, that's -2, and then up positive 3, 1, 2, 3. Right, and that would be point U. All right, and here's some practice that you can do to work on plotting points to get more comfortable with plotting on the coordinate plane and labeling points.